Back to the second stream of Persona 3 Reload, what is still probably one of my favorite games of all time. Last time on stream, we got introduced to a couple of the main characters, mainly our main character standing near the window, and we'll see the rest in a second. We made it through basically the school side of tutorials. This time we're going to be going through the dungeon tutorials, which is always fun because dungeons. Yay. Just find what I'm looking for, that'd be great. Trying to pull up the thing I was using beforehand. Yeah, I can't find it. Last time we were introduced to our main character, Yukari, Junpei, Akihiko, and Mitsuru, who are the five if you include our own, basic characters we start out with in this game, obviously unlocking more down the line. We entered the Velvet Room a couple times to get to know everybody, and we get to start the dungeon crawling today. So, let's get started.
All right.
Are you all ready? Ready. 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 Now, the dungeon music and the dungeon itself is something we will be visiting and hearing a lot throughout the game.
Looks easy to get lost in.
And it always is.
Can you all hear me?
And she's talking in our mind again. Just wonderful. Mitsuru will serve as our guide for the beginning of the game. And it is through this guide that we progress through the early stages of the dungeon.
Is that you, Senpai?
I'll be providing audio backup from here on out. Keep that in mind.
Wait, are you saying you can see this place from all the way out there?
It's my Persona's ability. The structure of Tartarus actually changes from day to day. I'd like to join you up there, but we need someone to provide outside support.
Even more concerning.
Now, based on your current location, you can expect to encounter enemies at any time. You'll get the hang of it as you go.
Right.
Got it. Why is she always like that?
Well, you heard her. This dungeon changes with each night.
Begin.
Throughout the game. Every time we come in here,
the shadows on that floor.
at least on different nights, it will have different layouts.
I'll support you as much as I can.
However, if you're going through the dungeon multiple times in one night, like starting from floor 1 and going up, the dungeon will stay the same.
Hold on. There's a shadow up ahead.
This is where we mainly do our XP grinding and money grinding in this
Proceed
game.
with caution.
Where we fight shadows.
All right. Let's start by going over how to attack shadows. When faced with an enemy, you have two primary options for fending them off. The first option is to use your equipped weapon. The second option is to use your persona. But remember, every persona has its own strengths and weaknesses. Knowing how personas work will be crucial. Try summoning yours right now.
Attacks and skills. You can choose whether to use an attack or a skill on your enemy. You can attack with whatever weapon you have currently equipped on you. While it doesn't do the most damage, it will not deplete your HP or SP. Launching an attack by selecting the target and pressing X. On the other hand, using a skill will deplete your HP or SP. To use one, press the triangle, then select the skill you want to use and the target you want to use it on. So, Modern Kiara is one of the few shadows we can encounter throughout the game. See if I can. We can't. Well, we can see, we can view all of our characters and their HP and all that. Look at their persona stats and stuff like that. But Modern Kiara, if I remember correctly, is weak to Garu, Wind. Like I said last time, all personas and shadows have weaknesses and strengths.
Okay. Looks like I'm up.
Later on, we'll be able to control what our teammates do. But for now, they act on their own until we can change that. Because anyone who's played any of the original Persona games knows that your teammates are incredibly stupid, and the fact that they don't know what the hell they're doing half the time. Level up. Got our first level up.
Oh yeah! How'd you like my Persona ability?
Yeah, that was amazing.
All I did was kind of like
Well done, Eeyore.
hover at the enemy,
Considering it
Junpei.
was
Nothing
your
to get
first
excited
battle,
about.
You did well. Talk
Why are
about
y'all complimenting
You'll
me?
be fine. Don't be afraid to show what you can do.
Got it.
Good. Let's continue exploring.
Now, the layout as we head higher up, the only real thing that changes is the aesthetic of the floors and the layout they have. Everything is sort of procedurally or randomly
Another shadow
generated
up
each
ahead.
day.
Let's get you more accustomed to
Sort of
combat.
like, how would I say it? Trying to remember the
battle's-
word.
All right.
I can't
Next,
remember the name
let's
right now.
go over a useful
But
approach for
basically,
defeating
they
enemies.
have set like start and end points for each room, and it's always
Most
almost
enemies
always
have an
lines up
elemental
perfectly.
affinity that they have low resistance to. Targeting weaknesses is one of the best ways to deal damage. Not only that, it can also knock enemies down. Knocking down an enemy creates an opening, letting you continue your offense.
Weaknesses, huh? Done. I'll show you how it's done.
Wait! Let me handle this one. Just point it to my head and pull the trigger. I can do this!
And that was Kari's Persona EO.
You're not so
Yo,
bad yourself,
yo,
you
lo.
guy.
I don't know how to pronounce it. I think it's an I.
That's it, Takeba.
But as we read from the description last
Give it
time,
a try as well.
it is a Persona based off of the Greek mythos. I think it was one of the Hera, the goddess of marriage's priestesses, I think. Each skill and attack has an affinity. We've talked about weaknesses last time. Hitting an enemy with a weakness will knock it down and doing more damage than normal. And every time you knock an enemy down, you get an extra attack. And if you remember from last time, the boss fight, we fought these cowardly Mayas before. They were the first shadows we ever fought. They, I believe, are weak to fire, and I'm pretty sure they're weak to lightning. Don't quote me on that,
Well
though.
done. You struck the enemy's weakness. Keep that up and finish off the rest.
Yes. Overall, we'll see later on just how cool some of the personas get and how cool some of the moves like work. Because each move has its own like set of effects. I mean, obviously there are basic moves that each persona gets, but then there are like certain moves that do extra things that are always fun to mess around with.
I did it!
Fantastic work, Takeba. You performed as well as I hoped you would.
Totally.
Which was
I can
barely
take my
good
eyes
at
off
all. I can't wait
You
till we
try
can start
not
working
being a
for that.
creep.
Yeah, Junpei, that's kind of weird.
Great. Looks like everyone's gotten used to handling their personas. Leader, take note of each member's strengths and conduct the battle accordingly. I can still sense some enemies around. Let's move on.
More enemies, okay. I wonder if we'll be introduced to the advantage thing yet. I'll wait to change all that. I'm sure I have to wait anyways.
Yeah.
I wonder how far we can go. That's pretty good senpai.
The heck? Hey, found some kind of boxy looking thing.
Have you never seen a treasure chest before in a
Yes,
video game,
boxes
Junpei?
like those seem to be scattered all throughout Tartarus. Sometimes they contain useful items for battle. Seek them out as often as you can.
Oh, sweet. So they're basically like treasure chests.
Yes, that's exactly what they are.
Hell yeah! Let's bust it open and see what's inside.
Treasure chests in Tartarus contain items of money, other loot, make exploration easier. Many types of treasure chests, especially with different contents inside. Keep an eye out for the special items that can... I don't think it was ever really explained how these
That looks
treasure
like
chests
it'll be
get in
useful.
here.
It's up to you to decide how to use it.
But, yeah. They're kind of just randomly generated like everything else. There's different templates for rooms that have chests in them, just to do that. Just like some of these rooms could have chests in them, like here, instead of like actually that's exactly what that room is, basically. Yeah. But you always want to keep an eye out because certain items, like they said, can only be found in treasure chests, which makes looking at them all and looking for them actively often more useful. Like revival beads. And another thing in that text I skipped through is if our main character loses all his health, we restart. We have to restart at the closest save or whatever it is. Restart at the battle, I think, if it's the boss battle. But we should always prioritize
on them from behind. Make sure you stay out of their field of vision.
The main character's HP above all of our other party members. And this is telling you about, yeah, sneak attacks. Striking an enemy from behind will trigger a chance counter where you have the advantage at the start of combat. If the enemy attacks you first, a pinching counter will occur, pinching counter will occur, placing you at a disadvantage. Yeah. It's always nice because if we get the chance encounter, the advantage.
Next, I'm going to explain a tactic for defeating several enemies at once. First, go ahead and strike an enemy's weakness. I'll keep track of tactical data, such as any enemy weaknesses you've identified. If you ever forget an enemy's affinities, just let me know and I'll get that data for you.
Pressing L1 will allow you to view an enemy. The different affinities are slash, strike. It was strike, that's the one. I couldn't remember what exactly the punching fifth one was called. But yeah. Luckily, if we ever find out what an enemy is weak to, we will always know. Let's see, are you weak to slash? He is weak to slash. It wasn't Garu, it was Tyr.
It's a maneuver that engages the entire team in a coordinated assault when all enemies have been knocked down. Naturally, the enemy has no way of defending against this. It's one of the most reliable means of attack.
Whoa! That sounds so badass! Let's give it a try right now!
Yeah. As she said, all attacks allow you to execute or attack all enemies at once. It's always fun because it saves you HP, SP, anything you want. And of course, if you manage to kill all enemies using a all-out attack, you get a cool little it's not gonna do it yet. Damn. Oh, shuffle time. After a battle is won, shuffle time may occur. During shuffle time, different types of cards form the possibilities within your soul will appear. You can choose one of these cards. Each type of card has a different effect. Personas acquire a new persona. Wand, cup, sword, coins. Basically all the tarot cards, really, and then personas. Basically, the more times we knock down an enemies in battle, the higher chance we get a shuffle time. And if we end a battle with an all-out attack, shuffle time will always occur. This is the persona Apsaris, a high priestess arcana. She is a, I think she's a priestess, obviously, but I don't remember. I'm pretty sure. Can't remember what mythos she's based out of, but we can always take a look at it. Oh, Orpheus leveled up to level 3, gaining access to the Dia skill, a healing skill. That's always good.
How'd you like our all-out combo attack, you filthy shadows?
Okay, don't be racist.
When I saw my opening, it's like my body just knew what to do.
Yeah.
That was magnificent teamwork. It's hard to believe it's your first time. As you grasp the flow of battle, you'll learn to coordinate with each other seamlessly. Let's apply what we've learned so far and continue exploring.
Yeah. But yeah. Anytime we're really grinding out the dungeon, you will almost always see me end a battle with a all-out attack. Mainly because, as we read before, always get the chance cards that allow us to get new personas and
I detect enough. Take
basically
advantage
there's
of what you just
the
learned.
cups,
Try not to
the
alert
cups,
the enemies you
swords, coins, and wands each have different effects. Cups heal the party HP and all that. I missed because I missed that test. The coin gives you money. The wand increases the XP, and the sword basically gives you items or skills usually.
I'll continue providing support, but
great. I think she's done. Oh, hold up.
You, my boy, are able to possess multiple personas and summon them at will.
Yes, I remember. No need to explain it again, buddy. I can feel a new potential within myself. And that is right, our main character, unlike every other character in this franchise, except for the other main characters from the other games, can use multiple personas. It changes our resistances, like our character's resistance to damage, and all that. It's always nice because you can change your persona once per turn, I believe. But after that, you're stuck. So let's say we run into someone who's weak to fire, and then there's one enemy that's weak to ice. Use Orpheus to knock down the 2 fire enemies, and then switch over to Tartarus to get the ice enemies. Like this Merciless Maya is weak to ice. I believe they're also weak to Pierce, but I could be wrong with that. I did not mean to skip that. Dude, I'm sorry. But yes, it's important to keep track of the weaknesses and everything, because especially later on you'll see there are times where we will be in Tartarus for multiple streams at a time, just grinding out money, XP, all that, just to like basically help us. But yes, this is what I was talking about: coins, wands, swords, and cups. Cups restore 50% of your maximum HP. That only applies at like Cups level 1. That only applies to the main character. Higher level of the Cups card will heal the team as well. Sword is giving us the Holy Arrow skill. I think it's just a pure skill, not a light skill. And then yeah, wands increase XP, coins obtain money. For now though, we'll probably just go for the money, because money's really hard to come by in the early game, and most of the time spent in the dungeon will be grinding up money and XP.
The enemy has been defeated. Excellent work.
Was that?
Well, it looks like he has the ability to summon different personas. I suspected as much after the events from the other day, but now we know for sure.
Yeah, our main character is basically a cheat code in these games. I think this is good. Oh, come on. Oh, well. Now that's the end of the tutorial for Tartarus. Don't worry, we'll be heading back here tomorrow afternoon. Occasionally, you will encounter one-way teleporters in Tartarus that can be used to return to the entrance. Keep in mind that since these teleporters are only one way, you cannot return to the same floor where it was used. As we explore Tartarus more and more, we will see more, special chest, sorry.
Look, that treasure chest looks different from the one before.
Yes, that particular box is sealed in a special way. The box can be unlocked by its own mechanism, but it needs something else to work during the dark hour.
What's that you got there?
I wonder.
Treasure chest. These are special chests. They give you special items. Open this one. They are a bit rare until late game. Late game we can get a couple of them in different ways, but until then we're often limited by them. So we always got to make sure to save up some for different things around Tartarus. But yeah, I think that will be it for the tutorial for Tartarus. And we can officially get started with the exploration tomorrow.
Now use it to return to the entrance.
It's just a one-way teleporter. As we head up Tartarus, we will unlock multiple way teleporters, which will allow us to use that teleporter that we just teleported to go to higher floors without having to go through all the beginning ones again.
Welcome back. So, how was it?
Yeah, it was no problem.
I see. Well, if you gained confidence, that's the best thing you could have achieved.
Wow! I never knew I had that kind of power.
You attacked
Damn.
once, my guy.
Why do I feel
You
so
didn't really
exhausted?
do much. You didn't do
If you were
much.
bouncing around like a little kid.
You used one
you say
ability.
That, but you look pretty tired yourself, Yucatan.
This is
Hello.
different. It's
Hello,
like
new
I'm
person.
having trouble breathing.
Welcome to the stream.
What's going on?
That's the effect of the dark hour. You'll become fatigued more easily. Don't worry, you'll get used to it. I have to say, though, I'm surprised. You all did much better than I expected. At this rate, they'll catch up to you in no time, Akihiko.
We'll see about that.
Finding my powers with the teams, I was able to stand against the shadows. I sense a strong bond with them. Yay! Confidant level 2. Oh, social link level 2. Just like Yukari and Junpei, I feel tired as well. I decided that it would be best to return to my room and rest. My guy, what is with everybody and wanting to go to their room and rest? Like, you didn't do much, you fought maybe 3 enemies. Nothing major. Oh, actually, I think we can go in here now. Maybe? Maybe? It doesn't seem like... we can't go there yet. We'll have to go there another time. Back.
Not bad.
Excellent work. I have high hopes for our future. From Tartarus, a dark hour will end. This will start the next day. Use this time. Why suggests we have found already can be rediscovered. It's always great if you missing an item.
Salut.
You can always go back to previous floors. And it's also fun to go through the lower level floors just to basically just to grind up XP, and basically there are some things we'll see later on where it's useful to just come back to these lower floors, get a quick all-out attack in, heal up our characters so we can go all the way back up and fight where we want to fight.
Yo!
Hey, you're in 2F, right? What's with that weary look in your eyes? I'm Kenji Tomochika. We're in the same class. Morning.
Yo!
Yeah, you too. I heard from Iori that you're pretty close with Takuma-san. Is that true? Well, I guess it doesn't matter. I'm looking for someone with a little more experience anyways. Oh crap, it's almost time for the morning assembly. Come on, we better hurry. Isn't this the dude who was like gushing over his teacher on day 1?
That concludes the main portion of today's assembly. Next, we'll hear a word from the Student Council. Please welcome the new president, Mitsuru Kirijo, from Class 3D.
Thank you.
So she did get elected. Well, I guess she is the most popular girl in school.
You can say that again. She's got this intimidating vibe around her. Not to mention, this school's owned by the Kirijo group, right?
As I begin my term as Student Council President, I'd like to share with you my vision for this coming year. It is my firm belief that each of us must accept the responsibility of bettering our school. However, change cannot occur without sustained effort and an unprecedented level of commitment. That is why we must restructure our daily lives in order to rise to this challenge. I'd like each of you to dig deeply into your well of motivation and reevaluate your convictions. Strive to imagine a bold new future without losing sight of the realities around you. That is the key. My own ideas are but one person's vision. For us to reap the full benefits of our education, your participation, opinions, and enthusiasm are essential. Thank you.
Dang, what a speech. Do you, have any idea what she just said?
Absolutely not, but yeah, sorta.
Sure didn't sound like something a high schooler would say. If it was anyone else, we'd be laughing our asses off.
But yeah, Mitsuru Kirijo is the daughter of the leader of the Kirijo group, if you heard.
Time for class.
That becomes story relevant at some point, I believe, but yeah. As you notice, any text that appears at the bottom that's green usually has some important story implications. But yeah, she's sick of this class, our teacher is. Why? Because you probably don't pay attention. I've got a great poem we can discuss instead. Close your textbooks, everyone, and listen to this. Isolated clouds suspended over the tall, snowy mountain peak. My character's feeling sleepy, but like a good student, we will stay awake because
What even?
it's always boring, but you know, paying attention's better than not sometimes. Well, whoever was falling asleep is getting another essay. And okay, shoot. Okay, I don't think you can demand slices of cake from students, but you do you, teacher. I won't judge you. You're not as bad as some of the other teachers in Persona games. But as of now, we have officially completed most, if not all, of the tutorials.
On the way back? Might want to stock up while we can, since we got stuff going on at night.
Oh yeah, we got.
There's a pharmacy there too. Couldn't hurt to get some meds in case.
Almost done.
You bet I am. If we don't step up to the plate, who will? The chairman said it himself. The fate of the world depends on us.
You are really riding the
Let's
high
go,
from having these
leader.
weird powers,
First
man.
task: escape from the school.
Oh, Akihiko. Guess he's got all the ladies.
Have you noticed how popular Sonata-san is with the ladies? Man, take a look at that. I guess neither of us really got to know him before all this crazy stuff happened. He's the captain of the boxing team. Never lost a single match. I know that's cool and all, but who'd have thought boxing would turn you into a chick magnet? I mean, come on. They're fawning on him more than a harem manga. I wonder where they're going.
Hey, are you guys free this afternoon?
Huh? Us? Yeah, I mean...
What about our shopping, man? We gotta go do
shop
stuff.
later.
Well, are you free or not?
We are
Yeah,
free.
of course. No problemo.
I want the two of you to meet me at Polonia Mall. You know where it is, right? I'll be waiting at the police station. Got it?
Yes,
The
sir.
police station? You mean we're not hanging out with your friends?
I don't even think he knows these
These
people.
girls? No, I don't even know their names.
Yep.
Hearing so much chit-chat gives me a headache.
It's okay, man.
Anyway, I'm
Oh, you
going
probably
to bed.
shouldn't be saying them right
Don't
next
keep
to
me
them.
waiting.
They'll probably be vindictive about it.
Wait! Senpai! Don't leave us!
He's actually, yeah, he's still gonna chase them.
Man,
Yaru.
how can he not know their names? I mean, seriously, just look at them. Anyway,
What? Bro, what do you even mean? None of them stood out in the slightest.
yeah.
Oh, I was just headed there myself. You know the place, right? Let's go. What do you got to say, man? He's waiting for a boyfriend. We're going to Hakaguri. I think that's one of the food stands in the strip mall. What do you got? Still falling over Akihiko. How are you doing, buddy? You know how every school has at least one mystery that no one can solve? There's one here too, you know. Like the sculpture in the art room that moves by itself. It sounded cooler in my head. Yeah, he's being weird. And you are... I have a strange feeling that someone's watching me. It might be my imagination. Is someone watching them? Who's watching you, buddy? I'll keep an eye out. You be safe here. We are going to... Polonia Mall. Yeah, the map in this game is really small in comparison to the other games, but a lot of the things can be covered just being here, basically. That is the police station, I believe. Oh my, how did I forget that sign? No rush district for sale. Isn't Saturday the sale day at Aokige Pharmacy? Alright, so apparently there's sales at that pharmacy. Wherever the pharmacy is. Hello, young man. Have you heard anything about those mysterious cases of ordinary how these people are changing overnight? I have. Guess they shouldn't be surprised. It's all over TV. Okay. What's up with you? Okay. Well, I guess we gotta go to the police station first. Can we go back here? Ah, damn it. Well, I don't want to. You can't make me. Actually, you can. Because it's blocking me from doing anything else. This is the place Sonata-san was talking about, right? Alright, wanna go in? Sure, let's go. Oh, you can see him inside already.
Thank you, Kurosawa-san. I'll be taking this. Oh, these are the guys I was talking about earlier. This is Officer Kurosawa. He helps keep our squad well equipped. Oh, and here, this is from Ikutsuki-san.
Fuck yeah, we got 5,000 yen. Nice. I don't know how much that is. How much is that in US?
War funds? You shouldn't have.
You can't fight empty-handed, so find something you like.
Like 32 bucks. What do you expect us to buy in terms of weaponry for 32 bucks, my guy?
Of course they do. Nothing in life is free.
I realize that. Well, I'll see you later. Thanks again.
All of a sudden.
I've been informed about you two. My job is to maintain peace in this city regardless of the circumstances. I'm just an ordinary police officer, but it doesn't take a genius to know something strange is going on here. I'm only doing what I think is right. Nothing more. If you need something, we can talk in the back.
Alright.
Alright.
Now then, I don't have that much, but you should be able to find what you need. This is Tatsumi East Police Station. You can purchase equipment for you and your party to use in battles. You can also sell any equipment you aren't using if you need a little extra cash. There's no telling what danger is Tartarus will throw your way, so be sure to gear up with the highest quality equipment you can afford. Equipment is within the 4 categories. All you need to really know is that weapons are your attack, armor is your defense, footwear is your dodging ability, and accessories are like little extra things.
Got some
like
new things in
sabers,
stock. Check it out
gladiuses.
if you got the time.
You don't really need any of these. We'll be we won't be spending any of our money on the any of this yet, because we need it for other things. Armor. Armor increases the defense, and some of it, as you can see, has special effects. Footwear is evasion, and finally, accessories give you a bunch of things. They basically give you an extra effect. So there's some that increase certain stats, luck, SP, or HP, but overall they're kind of useless.
How many?
In this Mask of Cruelty, when we defeat shadows, we usually get an item from them that's worth something. That's where a lot of the money we're going to be getting is coming from. Mainly, though, from those coin cards. But yeah, that's all we want from now. Yep. And basically, any day, we can come there.
Police station selling weapons. What's more, they only gave us 5,000 yen. Ain't that kind of stingy? I mean, kind of saving the world.
Buddy, I would not go yelling about that out
Crap,
loud.
is this late already? I'm gonna miss the rerun of The Lonely Shogun. I gotta go.
Okay, you do you, buddy. I'll do all the prep work as the leader, I guess.
I'll leave the rest to you. I know. There's a ton of shops and stuff in this place, so you really should check it out while you can. All right, see you back at the dorm.
All right, that's enough from him. But yeah, now we learn, starting today, you're free to use your after-school hours however we wish, increasing our stats, or well, I guess increasing our stats or doing social links with people. We won't be using the network functionality. I don't know why I have it turned on. But basically, this is our main shopping area. We can come to this arcade to play games, rent CDs. This is the pharmacy, which is every Saturday, according to that lady, has a sale. Competition between pharmacies is heating up. I'm gonna make my store more unique, or I'll be sunk. I'm starting by making Saturdays regular sales day. Come out this weekend and support my store. They sell all the healing items, basically.
Stuff we got in stock.
Some basically poison cures, basically all this stuff. Later on, they'll sell more things that we'd like, but we don't need anything from here yet. Just wanted to come in and say hello. Got the CD store. Got the music. What do you got to say? Anything for the arcade? If you want to know about the games, I can tell you all about them. Sure. Today, we can play either House of the Deceased or Real Wheel Racer. House of the Deceased is pretty scary. You'd increase your courage if you can stand it. Real Wheel Racer requires nimble fingers, so it increases your agility. That about covers it. Okay. The Blue V. Guided by the spirits, we will reopen on July 22nd. Okay. So that's still for summer. Chagall Cafe. Escapade is the club. But, yeah. Oh, can we go? Ah, we can't. We will be heading into the, actually, can we go back here now to see the Velvet Room? Yes, we can. Yes, there's a mysterious door. Entering the Velvet Room from the city, you can access the Velvet Room from an alternate entrance in Polonia Mall. You can take advantage of the fast access to fusions into the Velvet Room functions without having to travel to Tartarus. In we go. For probably one of the last few tutorials we'll get for a while.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
Hello again,
I have
Igor.
been anticipating your arrival. The
Yep.
time has come for you to wield your power. My role is to create new personas. By merging multiple persona cards together, they can be reborn into a new form. One could call it a fusion of personas.
There is much hidden potential within your persona abilities. We've never had a guest show this much promise in the past.
Indeed. And by establishing social links, you may be able to create even stronger personas as well. Oh ho! This shall prove to be most interesting. To that end, as you accumulate cards, please bring them to me.
If you wish to learn more about fusing personas in greater detail, then come talk to me so that I may give you some hints. I will assist you to the best of my ability.
Alright, I think. Okay, yep, we can borrow Igor's power to fuse new personas. Yep, first try fusing. Okay, we don't need
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
We're just gonna get through that. We're not gonna fuse anything yet. One thing you always want to make sure you do in this game is registering your personas to the compendium, so you can summon them at a later date. These are all DLC personas, don't touch them. But, actually, we'll take a look at them. No, we won't, because these are future. I don't want to spoil anything for you guys. But Tartarus, we will take a look at, because I was wondering about her background. Hindu water spirit. Okay, that's what I believed. I just wanted to be sure. But yeah, she was water spirit that danced for the gods. They also guide heroes fallen in battle to paradise. Anything else? I don't think we have any. That are all the rest are other personas. We'll get out of here then.
Are you finished?
Yeah, just wanted to do that tutorial real quick. That way we weren't bothered by it when we entered Tartarus again. But yeah, every persona in this game has a backstory, whether that be mythology or from past Persona games or Shin Megami Tensei technically games. It's also very common that the personas we get early on in the game are just going to become obsolete real quick as we grow and get different personas. So it's always important to keep an eye or look out for what we need as terms of persona, because for the different social links, having a persona in your inventory that fits with the social link you're doing. So let's say we have Apsaris, who's a high priestess. Doing a high priestess social link event while having Apsaris in our party would be better for us than if we didn't use Apsaris at all. I think the only thing we need to do here is grab a weird Takoyaki. Hello. Takoyaki with the listing keyboard one again. There's no octopus in it, but try something. Sure. Buy one. We don't need much. Only one, I think. Then we can go start raising our stat points, because that is very important. So let's head back to that arcade. If I can remember what we're doing. Town map, there we go. Polonia Mall. this. We need to go to arcade there. We will be playing House of the Thief to get our courage up. Game Paradise. Not Game Parade. Why did I say Paradise? I don't know. You can partake in the services offered by various establishments in town, but doing so will cause time to pass. Many businesses will raise your academics, charm, or courage. High stats may help you form new relationships. Basically, there are the three main female characters in these are a little expedition group. At least the early on female characters we unlock require a require a level 5 in one of the 3 skills in order to talk to. I believe Mitsuru is our academics, Yukari is charm, and then there's another character that needs courage. So, since we are playing House of the Dead, which we learned from that guy increases courage, or House of the Deceased, you can guess which one we'll be playing. We'll be talking to first. It'll be that third character we haven't met yet. But yeah, that was our gameplay loop outside of the dungeon. Is mainly just spending time, talking to people, and completing stat increases.
Welcome back.
Perfect timing. I'd like to speak to you for a moment. Ego is still on the mend, so for now, I'd like you to leave this in combat.
Let's see.
Fine. You might never know when a powerful enemy might appear, like the one you faced the other day. Best to be prepared, or else you may find yourself. But yeah, we can have extra Tartarus at our discretion. By going to that bulletin board that we looked at on the first day. And since I'm sure there are other things you want to take care of, you might have the permission to go out if you want. Well, that's all for now. Cool. So now we can also go out at night to complete stats and all that. Reroam the city. We will not be doing any of this now. But for now, we're going to go to Tartarus.
As we explore Tartarus, this will be our temporary base of operations. I'm counting on you to take charge during the operation.
But yes. Oh, finally we can change the tactics. But yeah, this allows us to directly command our party members, because them acting on their own causes a lot of problems, especially when one of them refuses to do what you need them to do. That's why it's almost always better. Why can I not? Menu. How do I? Am I missing something? I do have to wait till battle. I might have to wait till battle to do it. Anyways, save the game real quick. But yes, time for the actual start of dungeon exploring. We will try to get to floor 22 today, and then we'll be doing grinding probably in the next stream.
Oh, that reminds me.
So, first goal. According to our research, Tartarus is divided into several different regions. If we continue to climb the tower, then we'll eventually reach a spot that leads to a new area. Reaching that spot should be our first goal. Yeah, I am ready. Remember, don't push yourself too hard. You can always use the teleporters to return. You can always get to go back to the highest floor you've reached that day. Ah yes, if you ever find yourself in danger, don't hesitate to use them. Ah yes, and that's all. So yes, as she said,
Leader,
we can always teleport to the highest floor we've been to, but we cannot teleport to any floor we've been to unless that floor has a teleporter that we unlock. And we can officially now dash. So we can move around and speed through areas. But yes, this is the main dungeon portion of the game. Ooh. And these hold items that we can collect. Or money. Or always break them when you find them. They're good for money and all that. And we got some yen, which is great. $3, but still great. And now, our first actual battle outside of the tutorials. Wow. We got two Cowardly Mayas, who, as we know before, are weak to Slash and Fire. So we'll have Junpei knock them down, and we'll go for the all-out attack. Never make combat more complex than it is in this game. Because although there are some difficult battles, a lot of them can be solved just by using the right cards. Oh, Angel, that is actually one of the personas we needed. A persona of the Justice Arcana. Obviously, the Angel is based off of the theology of Christianity.
Oh, pretty well.
And that whole Judaism, Christianity. Don't remember if this is a specific angel or not. Let's see. No, did not mean anything. Orpheus? That's... Yes, 9th of the 9 orders of angels. Okay, so yeah, they're just Yahweh's angels.
We got ourselves.
There's two. Here's your chance to attack.
Two more muttering tiaras
Go for the enemy's
are
weakness
weak
to
to
win.
wind and maybe punch. I'm not sure.
What's next?
Let's see. I don't have any. Oh, actually, does. Yeah, she does. Okay. Angel has Dario.
The enemy's down.
But one thing you gotta watch out for when you're doing deep dives into the dungeon is your SP, which is that yellow bar on the right half of the screen, because it goes down quickly, especially when you're spamming moves like I am. Later on, there are moves we unlock that actually heal SP for us, but until we get those moves, we're kind of stuck. And unlike the original Persona, the cups don't heal our SP as well, so we're just stuck healing HP and stuff. So, until later on, we're stuck to just grinding out, and after we run out of SP, just attacking with a sword, brute forcing our way through everything. And when we run into boss floors, that can be very dangerous, especially if they are resistant to physical attacks. But for now, we just continue our exploration. Our goal for now is to get to floor 22 and to reach character level 12, which sounds difficult, but since XP progression in this game is exponential, it can actually be done quite easily early on. You're likely to find a plethora of these strange mineral deposits. Oh yeah, these are the crystallized shadows that we were breaking earlier.
Let's get a move on, party people.
It's always nice. Anything you can get in this game that makes you money is always good to grab. Did we get advantage there? Yes, we did. Nice. So, shit, these are the ice. These are the ones that are weak to ice. That's fine. Nope. You guys are not weak to Slash. Are you weak to Pierce, perhaps? No. Just weak to ice so far. Maybe bad. Luckily. Oh, I think they're fire type. Okay.
Looks like the enemy's weak to ice.
Nah, we can't. Forgot we don't have that person yet. If you're weak to ice, we'll switch over to Abstract and use ice. If you're playing this game, always make a habit of trying to keep your SP up. It's always one of the most useful resources in this game. Ooh, persona cards. We talked about this. Oh, if you choose a persona that you have already, then all personas who share the same arcana will gain experience. I don't really need her to gain experience, so we're just going to grab the Dia skill card. Dia, something like that.
Let's do the same thing for our next fight.
Got a chest with a guard band. I think that increases our defense slightly. We'll put that on our main character. No, endurance is... Wait, what? Defensive and... What's it? Okay, hold up. Is there a difference between defense and endurance? Hold up. Stats. Photo, no. Persona stats, that's what I want to look at. Persona, app service, stats. Trivia skills. No. No. What is it that I want to look at? I cannot remember. I believe endurance is your helps you with physical defense, while magic increases your magic attack and magic resistance. I could be wrong there, or actually endurance might actually increase your health. I'm not sure exactly. I'll have to take a look at it in a second.
There's a shadow.
Easy thing.
Enemy down. Keep that up, Yori.
Here's. Probably switch to Angel or use Garu with Yukari. Should have thought about that. Oh, shit. And okay. Well, at least we know Merciless Maya is an ice type now.
Well done. Let's continue exploring.
Yes. Endurance. Yes, okay. Endurance is our defense and how much damage we can take. Okay. So it's both health and defense. Besides the minor Arcana cards, there occasionally appears during shuffle time major Arcana cards. They also rarely appear. Only one of each major Arcana card may be acquired per day. The number of major Arcanas you can acquire a day is also limited. When you've acquired a maximum number of major Arcanas, an Arcana burst will occur and increase the ranks of your minor Arcana cards. Collect as many major Arcanas as you can. So, the full Arcana increases all XP we gain from that. You'll figure out quite quickly that there is a combination of Arcana cards later in the game. It basically breaks the
Let's get moving.
it breaks the system of the quick hand or the shuffle hand or whatever the shuffle cards are, where we select things, because I believe there are multiple cards that allow us to pick additional cards, which is always fun to stack, so you have like 3 card draws per chance. After we establish a route, now we're getting. So every day, if you've explored a floor, you no longer need to explore that floor again to know what's going on there. But every time you leave, the floor's changed, so your maps are no longer useful. But
Hey, don't leave me behind.
What's up,
we are barely going any fast at all. Pure water, HP, and time for some more fighting. I think I saw a guy. Oh, yep, there he is. Oh, we got 2 frozen shadows in here. Hey, buddy. Oh shit, you turned around. I did not expect you to. Oh shit, there were 3 frozen shadows. What the hell?
I'm itching for some action. What's the plan?
Flash. And ooh, and we missed. That is bad. Quite bad, actually. Quite not good. As you notice, the attack that Junpei used his health instead of SP as a source. That means that sometimes you'll be sacrificing health in exchange for damage. You gotta be always careful doing that. If you're going to do that, you always want to have a healer on your team or a person dedicated to healing the person who used the skill. That way, you don't have to worry about losing a fight, because you know your main character used a health-based skill, and now he's low on health for the rest of the time. We need Pixie. Sony, Omotani, Pixie. Just looking at the personas. I'm pretty sure the Pixie is gonna be based off of the, it wouldn't be Welsh, would it? I don't know if it would be classified as that, Welsh mythology or theology. But the Persona Pixie is of the Lover's Arcana. Friendly fairies of the forest that tend to hide from humans. They like to play tricks on lazy people. It is said that they are souls of dead, unbaptized children. Huh. Embrace your freedom. Got on your tail, purge thy evil and extinguish evil. Ooh, actually, I will use a skill. Yukari, heal up Junpei for us. Thank you. And damn, I'm getting nothing from those statues. Uh-oh. Stop chasing me. Sir, get down. Couple Merciless Maya and a Modern Tiara. This could be fun. Let's see. Junpei, you aren't really useful against any of these guys. So... Power Slash, I guess. Well, I probably shouldn't be wasting your HP like that. Oh, that could be bad. Oh, they're just using fire against our fire user. Never mind. Garu? Fuck. Oh, okay. Okay, we're good. As long as you don't use that persona, you can switch between the other ones. God damn it. Which one did I need? Ah, there we go. That's what it is. Ooh, I'm with Maya. And you missed. What the fuck, guy? Why you gotta do that? I gotta miss like that. You embarrass me. Embarrass me from all these people. Kinda messed up. And... Alright. Pierce is doing nothing. Junpei, you're once again doing nothing. Junpei, why do you just do nothing? Do something, buddy. Anything's better than this. Oh, god damn it. And much like us, enemies can also get a +1 if they knock you down. So always be careful to know what your enemies are using. Oftentimes, if an enemy is weak to ice, they're a fire type. And if your persona uses ice, it's often a weak to fire. So it's kind of like a glass cannon, double-edged sword type deal. Luckily, they didn't do that much damage. If they did, I would have been using it. And shuffle time. Don't need Pixie, so we just gain some XP. That little picture. Artwork that appears across the screen changes based on which character you ended the battle on. So if Yukari got the last attack in before the all-out attack, we would have seen like artwork of her, and if Junpei did, same thing. It's interesting to look at and see how each of the different artworks change based on the character. One thing I do like about the later games, not necessarily this one or Persona 4, mainly Persona 5, the actual enemies are the personas themselves, and devils and shadows. Instead of these, like, unique, I guess, creatures that we're fighting, instead we're fighting the personas we're using right here would be, I guess, we fight Yo or Orpheus, not necessarily Orpheus, but the characters we're fighting are the characters we're using, instead of random unknown entities. I mean, although they're not really unknown, but it's hard to make multiple enemies, like unique enemies in games, when you have such a massive collection of characters that your main character can use. Like, most of these personas are actually creatures from earlier games from Shin Megami Tensei that our character is using. I believe Pixie's from Shin Megami Tensei and is technically a devil in those games. Demon, devil, something like that. It's always fun to see the differences between them.
Oh, stairs!
Stairs. You have eyes, Yukari. Items. Always make sure. You know I didn't, but make sure you have healing items on you, because even if you don't have enough SP to use items,
Careful.
Having healing items is always great, or you could always go down a couple floors and heal up your main character. Ooh, judging by the frequency of the fields, it's an undoubtedly stronger foe. It'd be a wise decision to regrow before approaching. And we unlock one of the permanent teleporters. Usually on every boss floor, we get a teleporter, so we don't really have to fight through everybody again. So always make sure you use it though, just to make sure it's active. Go back to the entrance real quick, save up.
Those devices are teleporters. They're portals that are all connected to one another. Once active, the other devices. Be sure to activate any you come across. They'll be quite useful during future expeditions.
Yes, they will. I believe Tartarus goes up to like 100 and something floors. I think it's 163. I could be wrong. It could be 123. But they go up for a long while, and if you don't have if you're not using the teleporters, it can take like an hour and a half, 2 hours just to speed run through all the floors. Make sure we save real quick. What else do we need before we start fusing? Silky. We need a Silky before we can start fusing personas. We just saved.
Salut.
So now we can head back up to floor 5 and fight those evil demons. The evil shadows, I should say, that are blocking our way. But yeah, each section of Tartarus has like 3 to 4, I feel, main bosses, like mini bosses and stuff, and then like a major boss battle on like the second to last floor. Let's go. Are these the Venus Eagles? I'm not sure. If you're not gonna move, then we'll make you. Yukari, they are birds. They are always moving.
This is beyond the level of an
and honestly, why don't we just like run past them? You know, since they are, birds. Ruthless Ice Race. They'll probably be the fire. Yes. Always pay attention to the names of your of these guys, because more often than not, they'll kind of just give you what they're weak to. Like there's a fire raven later on that's I believe weak to ice. But if you're not sure, just try everything. Everything's oh yes, multiple ice attack. Okay. But as you saw, the prefix ma added onto a spell, usually for persona ability, usually means it's targeting multiple people. Like they used the Mabufu, which attacked all of us. So you always gotta be careful. Orpheus, come back out. Let's knock everybody down again real quick. And like I said before, always make sure you're prioritizing the main character's HP above all else. But more often than not, most people forget to save, and the main character dies due to a bunch of fucking misses, because characters in the game can't hit anything for shit for some reason. And all of a sudden you're stuck redoing maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours of work. There was one time I think I lost 10 hours of work because I was just grinding out Tartarus and forgot to save, which is always frustrating in any game that you have to grind up for a while. Let's not bring up your stunning % ever. I'd rather not be on the same page. Why not? Dream work makes the dream work, right?
Jeez.
Let's keep going. Good work. We're doing good for a new team. Let's keep up the pace. Right now, Tartarus is our only lead to unravel the mystery behind the Dark Hour. Alright, let's keep on moving. Yes, sir. What do we got?
Not all of them are totally weak.
And usually, after every... Oh, you're doing great, but I'm sure that last one was the one you have. There's no telling when you'll find another one. There's one right here. I think you can make use of it and stop for a break. But most of these boss floors will also have treasure chests on them with special items. Like that bead. I believe it heals 100% HP. Fully restores HP. Yep, 100% of the HP to one ally. There are bead chains that heal up all of our allies. But more often than not, you'll find one ally items early on. We're going to go back and make sure we save before we continue. We'll heal up first before saving. Skill. Main character, no, Yukari, since you don't use your abilities much in battle. But as we progress up the floors, the enemies change, obviously. They get stronger, or we get stronger variants, or with different weaknesses and abilities. That's why it's always important to check the names. Checking the names, like if you see an enemy that has certain like aesthetic look as well. If an enemy usually has like blue or like a icy look to it, it's most likely weak to fire and vice versa. We've seen your enemies grow stronger with every floor. Despite the imminent danger, it stands to reason we've gained valuable experience. Let's continue on.
Hey, let's loot that
chest. And it is always important to know that you do not have to do all of Tartarus in one sitting.
Is that?
But there's always times where you will. Ooh, shifting. Shifting?
Let's do this.
Already here comes up right some support as well. Oh yes, we finally unlocked this ability. Thank God.
All right. Let me tell you about a new tactic called shifting. When you knock an enemy down, shifting allows you to leverage that opening to let someone else take action. Once you do, your offense can follow up with whoever you passed your action to. If you can coordinate well with your team, you'll be able to claim victory with even greater efficiency. You should all be experienced enough to pull this off now. Go ahead and give it a try.
Yes, as you heard from her, we can now switch our party members during a attack, allowing us to to get to a all-out attack even faster. Now, as usually, if we wanted to knock down enemies who had different weaknesses before, we'd have to switch the personas of our main character. But now we can just switch to Yukari and have her use Garu on the things that are weak to it, like these muttering Mayas. These muttering Tiaras, that's what they call it. The Mayas are the ground monsters. But with all the enemies weak to elements, you can imagine how fast SP runs out when we're doing battles in the Tartarus. And we're only at like floor. We might not even get through this in one sitting. We might start off the next stream going through here. Couple times. I think we're only on floor 6. So I think most of that time was kind of taken up with. What's it called? Most of it was taken up with tutorials, so hopefully we can speed it up now. Combat, you should be as coordinated as possible so that they could use. One thing I wish my PlayStation let me do is look at chat and play the game at the same time. Like on the PlayStation 4, there was like that overlay it did for you, but on PlayStation 5, if you're streaming directly off of it, I don't get to see that, which I wish I could. I mean, I can see you guys when you message me on the right half of my screen, but wish I could see you guys constantly in case I missed something while you're shit, that was damn it. I did not look. I should be paying attention more to what these guys are. Maya, sorry buddy. Boo. Bop. And shift over to Yukari again. Bam. And finish it off, and they're all out of attack. As you can see, the combat in this game is really simple after you get the hang of it. It's mainly just tight matchups. Like you're playing Pokemon on, you always want to have something that covers an enemy's weakness. But yes, as you can see, Yukari got the last attack, so she gets the special artwork at the end of each encounter. And we have one of those for each character, and it's always fun to mix them up. Some of them are cooler than others, objectively. Like Junpei's kind of meh. But the main characters, Akihiko's alright. And then there's some characters later on that have a lot cooler ones. Ooh, a new enemy! The Magic Hand. What are you guys weak to? Let's try. Flash? No. Pierce? No. What about ice. No. Ooh, okay. Ooh, Bewilder. That's not good. Okay, luckily that missed. I believe Bewilder applies Confuse on our characters, which causes them to throw away items, attack our teammates. Really just an all-around bad. No, this is too tough. Okay. I guess we won't get to, won't get to get the all-out attack anyways. Oh, but we do get the shuffle time. That's nice. Arrow. But if you don't end a battle with an all-out attack, you don't get the cute, cool image, unfortunately.
Let's keep on exploring.
What do we got? Left and right. Hey, buddy. Some of the battle music in this game is just awesome. Especially when you're just going on deep dives. Always catch yourself singing along to the music. It also tells you when you're using shift if you're using a persona that, if your character has a persona that someone's used to. So let's say you knock one with a guy down with ice and the other one's used to wind. And you activate shift, it'll show you that Yukari is the best option. Because her guard is. Ooh. New Arcana. Magician. So the Magician Arcana card gives us items, magic items, usually attack items. But since the only two Arcana cards we have so far are the Fool and Magician, we will be picking up, and we get Arcana Burst, which raises the level of all those cards by 1. When you've collected all the major Arcana cards that can appear in a day, Arcana Burst will occur, and you can choose to acquire, and you can acquire a minor Arcana card of your choice. During Arcana Burst, the ranks of the minor Arcana cards that appear will increase until you leave Tartarus for the day. Try activating Arcana Burst as often as you possibly can to collect stronger minor Arcana cards. So, the swords, we get Zio, which is an electric skill. Get more money. The cups doesn't really change much, it's still 50% of our HP. And then the XP boost. I will grab the skill card for Zio, because unlike different games where your Pokemon or your team members can only use items of a of their type, like TMs in Pokemon per se. In this game, any persona can have any skill as long as it's a skill card. Unfortunately, you can't put a skill card on one of your teammates' personas, but you can always boost your own persona to the max. Because your character is basically a walking one-man army in these games, so why not make him the best army he can be? Be sure to recover your health. You can press R1 during exploration to automatically recover HP. A party remembers your recovery skill will be used to increase our HP for all members. Using a recovery skill to auto-recover HP will also cost SP, so if you run out of SP, you will not be able to auto-recover. Be sure to monitor your SP whenever you use it.
It's a treasure chest.
Don't need to worry about that. More treasure chests. Always fun. Morsel.
The way the shadows wriggle and squirm is so gross.
I know, right?
Say that again.
Ripped right out of a nightmare.
Oh, we got a one-way teleporter, which we will not be taking. Get back here, boy. Another fight. Let's go. Oh, got a couple magic hands. Junpei can use some SP for once. The other ones, our other characters are getting low.
Enemy down. Hit that up, Yuri.
Wow, good job, Junpei.
Another fight down. Tomorrow on stream, we will probably be playing Ghost of War again instead of Persona. A new update came out recently, so we will be covering that. But as you can see, because of the Arcana Burst, all cards, as I said, for the remainder of the night will be upgraded, except for, I guess, the Persona cards. So, you can always gain more XP or even more money. Especially later on, where you are getting a shit ton of money per card. You got that Arcana Burst going. Get even more money from that card. And although the money doesn't increase exponentially per card gain, it's always great to just gain more of it. most of the time later on doing dungeon grind is spent just collecting more and more money. Because we are always needing it. Alright. I always misread that. Okay. Sorry. Damn, one hit kill. Good job, Yukari. Go ahead, Makoto. And one of the things that does really well in this game is a mix of music and visual, I guess, UI design in their works. Like, a lot of games struggle with having good UI, or not aesthetically pleasing UI, I should say. You can have good UI without it being aesthetic. I mean,
hey, doesn't that
if it gets the job done, it gets the job done. But the aesthetic of a UI also enhances the feel of it. Like, if this game, let's say, had like some basic like box with like all the text in there, wasn't artistically done up, it wouldn't be as satisfying doing some basic things like changing your personas outside of battle or healing up your characters. And you'll see throughout most Persona games that has done a really good job of just making basic everyday tasks, such as, you know, hanging out with people or buying things at a store. Just so much better with the way they design and do their UI. I keep forgetting I can shift now. Oh shit. And she's distressed. Wonderful. That's not good. And, okay. That's really not good. If your character is has a status effect applied to them, they are more likely to be hit by a critical hit by an enemy. So you always wait getting a status effect on you unpassable, which makes paying attention to the enemies you're facing all the more important. I'm talking to myself here because I am just not paying attention to combat, trying to just, I don't know what it is, I can't, not, something in my head ain't working with these enemies today. More Absterus. Yes, the cups at level 2 and onwards have extra effects instead of just healing. They can increase the accuracy for a bunch of different skills for the next battle. It'll be strength, magic, accuracy or evasion, endurance, all that. But for now, we'll avoid it. Cups is probably one of the least chosen cards because of how, like, because they no longer heal SP as well as health. And because most of these enemies aren't weak to physical attacks. Actually, we need to see if it's that. But, he's not. Okay. You find yourself more often lacking SP than you are lacking HP, which means the Cups card no longer serves a real purpose unless for some reason you're running your main character on HP damage attacks only, which why you would do that is beyond me. I mean, especially when if your character dies, you die. And this is Silky, the character I was looking for, which means I believe we're able to fuse the first persona I wanted to fuse. Yes, we are. Okay. At the next teleporter, we'll go down and fuse up a persona. Another thing that I like is that each of the party members always making comments as you explore.
All right, let's get going.
A lot of the interactions you have between party members, especially ones that don't really like each other, like Yukari and Mitsuru, are very comedic when you're in the monotonous task of grinding up dungeon XP. Ooh, that's stupid. I believe they do pierce damage with their bows and stuff. I believe they're weak to wind, but I could be wrong. Nope, they are resistant to wind. What are you guys weak to? I do not remember. It might be. But we can't really tell. It's not fire. And they have heal. That's always fun. Nothing's more annoying in a game than when your enemies can heal too. Especially like if it's a difficult enemy, you take them all the way down, they heal up, and you can have to do it all over again. Which Atlas does a lot of, unfortunately, but you know, I get used to it. I have no physical attack personas. I do not. Okay. Wonderful. Let's see what we can do with just. Oh, okay. Are you weak to Pierce? No, you are not. What are you weak to then? Not weak to Bash, not weak to Splash. If they really are weak to electricity.
One less to worry about.
Never mind.
What's next? In this situation,
One target left.
What have I hit them with? Okay. So they're weak to either ice, electricity. It might be. Actually, I'm pretty sure. I could. But I have no SP to test it, so guess we're kind of shit out of luck for now. But this means that our next couple of boss fights are going to be difficult because our main character is out of SP. Stamina points. Distress. That's funny. First you got there's a strong enemy nearby. Brace yourself down. But yeah, oftentimes you're limited to your move pools, which can always be annoying when you're fighting a major enemy. You can't use the moves you want because you don't have the SP for it. It's kind of why this game is these fights were intended to be done in not all at once, but at multiple different times. Power smash.
in this situation,
There's a major debate among Persona fans about which game truly has the best soundtrack. But I guess it really depends on what parts of the soundtrack you're looking at. I mean, in terms of battle music, Persona 5, Persona 4, and Persona 3 all have really good songs. But overall, in terms of good songs, Persona 3 or Persona 5 are probably the best. Persona 4 has better, like, songs for the free roaming sections, like the everyday life sections, than it does for the battles. There's like probably one or two good in-game battle songs that I like from Persona 4, but Persona 5 and Persona 3 have multiple. In Persona 3 here, the two battle songs that play when we enter battle, depending on if we got the advantage or not, are always fun to listen to. That's Mass Destruction and
We don't see that kind of chest often.
I forget what the other one was
Let's not
called.
pass it up.
Dang. I'll look at it in a second. That's both of them in terms of the genre of music.
There's two. Here's your chance
And
to
their
attack.
overall tempo really help make the fights more upbeat. In Persona 5, it has the same way with Last Surprise, River in the Desert, and this really makes the fights less boring. Nothing's more boring than like
in this situation,
a fight when you're grinding up levels and stuff with a song that just isn't really interesting to you. Like if it's a song that's really annoying. Oh, Junpei died. That's not good. Why did you attack twice? What the hell? If it's a song that is really annoying and you don't like, it really dampens the whole experience of the game. It makes you just like dread those long grindy sections. But at least with this game, like the grind is less hurtful because of the songs. Like I don't feel as monotonous because in my head I'm like, all right, I gotta hear those songs. But then again, those songs can get boring real quick if there's not like a good like variety of them. Which I mean, this game having two isn't really a good example of variety. Other games definitely with multiple battle game music are always great, especially when you're. They keep you on board. They don't keep you. They don't really keep you like entertained, but they stop you from being bored in those long grindy sections. We do not have a flying presence for that.
Oh no, but it's probably not the shadows, huh?
Me run. He's chasing me.
Shadow spotted.
They jumping me. I think the next main boss floor is on floor 12, I believe. Ah, shit. These battles are gonna be real annoying.
Yuri's taking one down. Who's the trigger? Come. Just one left. Talk about finish the enemy.
This song, what the hell is it?
What's next?
It's not called Disturbing the Peace, but that's the most memorable line from this song.
Now's the time. You're up next. There's one target left.
This song
Finish this.
was, I think, a new song that they added in Persona 3 Reload. In the original Persona 3, I think the only real battle game music was Mass Destruction, which although the song is really good, it gets old real quick, especially when you're doing these long grinds and the deep dives into Tartarus. So, it's always nice to have a... Why wasn't I using Junpei's fire attack against those guys? I'm an idiot. Wonderful. You notice we keep getting gems from these monsters as well. On top of selling them for money, later on we can use the different gems and stuff we unlock to craft gear or craft certain items that help us.
It's a group of 3. You have the initiative.
Doesn't matter what initiative we have when we can't do anything.
Now's the time.
Can't stop now.
Enemy down. Keep that up, Yuri.
The most annoying part about this game is oftentimes
I can handle it.
those deep dives in the dungeon will take really, really long. Like, I think the longest dungeon dive I've done was, I think, 10 to 15 like hours of gameplay, just grinding up money for the next section. Now, obviously, if you're just doing a standard playthrough and not going for a 100% walkthrough, you do not need to do all of the Tartarus sections the day you unlock them or whenever you unlock them. Oftentimes, you'll do them in the segments, basically by each like boss floor, mini boss floor. You go mini boss by mini boss throughout the section of the game in which you unlock that floor. God, yeah, really fucking me up. Oh God.
What to do?
I might use one of the snuff souls we unlocked to raise my main character's SP at least. Because it is going to be annoying fighting a boss with just the SP we got. Just keep healing each other. Another stat they don't show you is the shadows do have SP as well. So they can only do so many moves before they start. Why do you keep missing? Sorry. You can only do so many moves before you start. Well, they can only do so many moves before they start just going for basic attacks. So, at least it's balanced like that. I remember in earlier Shin Megami Tensei games, these guys didn't have any limit to how many skills they could use in terms of SP or anything like we do. So, you'd be out of SP and you'd still keep running into them, and they'd still just keep running like multiple Mazios, Mabufus, or the higher level version of those spells, and just wipe your whole party out without giving you a chance to even defend yourself, because they just kept on fucking throwing out attack after attack. Luckily they fixed in these later games. I don't know if, oh yes, here we go. This is about to be a difficult time. These gatekeepers, are as we're gonna call them, aren't going to simply let you pass. You'll need to be prepared for a real fight. Ensure you are ready before engaging a gatekeeper and make use of teleporters if needed. We will be going back and we will be fusing a persona for the first couple of times. Don't know what level we need to be able to fuse that persona, so we might not even be able to do it. But we can come down here and save at least before we go and fight that guy. These guys also always have something to say. you could have all kinds of stuff. We wouldn't have to worry about going hungry. So we could really make one here. Come on, let's get going. Okay, you're just saying weird things all the time, Junpei. Even just being inside Tartarus is exhausting for some reason, isn't it? Do you think it's because we're getting a workout doing all this? Well, I guess it doesn't matter. I was just curious. When I get going, I'm ready when you are. Stay on standby for now. Okay. Oh, shit. No.
Oh.
I need you here. I did not want you on standby. Yes, let's go. This, I forget what this does. The clock at the engine can be used to fully restore HP and SP for your entire team. You guys will find clocks on the floors you're currently exploring. They will also provide the same effect as the clock at the entrance. Activating the clock requires 7 twilight fragments. Jesus. Clock's not taking me by the hands, so it's not moving if I use something. That is crazy that it requires 7. I think you rarely ever have 7 twilight fragments on you at a time. Most of the time they're used to open those locked chests. Because on some boss floors, you can only open the chest with the twilight fragments, making it kind of hard to get what you need done. Oh, speaking of twilight fragments, they gave us one. She will occasionally give you a twilight fragment as a reward for raising your social stats or establishing new social links. Visit Elizabeth periodically to collect them.
I'm looking forward to it. How may I assist you?
Use personas. So that's nice to know. We usually get 1, I think, per social link level. So there's like a good number of social links. So you get a lot. So that's where the balance between social links and the dungeon crawling comes in. Really helps you just helps you in the dungeon in terms of fusing personas and like, because I'll show you personas that have a matching social link with ones you've unlocked.
You would like to fuse.
I guess we don't have a yeah.
You can't control this one yet.
I can't. We need to be level 8. Shit. So that's gonna take a little bit. We're gonna have to do some grinding for that. But that is Jack Frost, the Atlas's guest cover character. So like Pikachu for Pokemon. He's cute. He a bouncing snowman. He has a lot of there are a lot of characters, there are a lot of personas that are like sort of branches off Jack Frost. There's like a fire version called Jack-o'-lantern.
You need to consider.
And there's like a dark version of him, and like there's like a bunch of different Jack Frost like entities in this game. Okay, we're gonna have to come back here. We need to get to level 12 before we leave here. So on top of the money grind, because we need 40,000 yen. Jesus Christ. 40,000 yen. That's gonna take a while. We need to get to level 12 as well.
Are you finished?
I mean, we're going to be here for a while anyways, because we need to get to floor 22, and we're only on floor, 12 or 11? So we have 11 more floors to go through. So this will definitely be a multiple stream event. We'll probably continue this on Saturday. It's Valentine's Day. I didn't do that. Items. We're going to use a Snuff Soul on Makoto and Yukari. Honestly, you should probably save those up, but because of the them being low on SP and us needing them for these coming battle, do not use the cure water. Damn, I am using too much of my healing items. Right after I told you all to stack up on them. But yeah, this boss fight coming up is honestly annoying. You saw what the dude looked like? Big chariot wheel. Save again. We won't create a new save instance. We'll save over top of this one. But just in case we fail on this boss fight, which honestly we might fail a couple of times because I don't exactly remember what they're weak to. But we'll find out. Floor 11. Stay safe out there. Now, this music that plays when you're just wandering around Tartarus can get annoying pretty quickly. Luckily, depending on what floor you're on, it has a slightly different, slightly different thing. It's enemy territory up ahead. Are you ready for battle? Ready as I'll ever be.
up against a difficult opponent, but if the intel is available, I can help you. I can suggest the most effective attack based on the enemy's weakness. But I can only assist like this when we know the enemy's weakness. I'm sorry, but until you can get more information, you'll be on your own.
Later on, we unlock a character that actually scans the enemy and tells us what their weakness is, which is always awesome. Since R1 for assist, the attack most effective against the enemy will automatically be selected. It works as a shortcut to select one of your attacks that targets your enemy's weakness. Take advantage of this shortcut whenever an enemy's weakness is known. Magic Hand, we know, are weak to fire, so we'll use one on our main character and we'll switch to Junpei to use the other fire attack. That way we're not wasting all the main character's SP. Because Junpei, I mean, besides the fire attack, it doesn't really do much. Our main character covers a lot of elemental weaknesses, so whenever we get the chance, just keep the main character stacked as much as possible. He can move more often than not later on in the game. Basically solo the entire enemy floors. Okay, so he is weak to wind. I thought so. So this barbaric beast wheel is weak to wind. I knew he was resistant to fire, but I wasn't sure exactly what he was weak to. I was just really hoping it wasn't electricity, because we have nothing for that. Hopefully this will get rid of a couple of them. No, it didn't. Ooh, okay. And you will notice that after we do an all-out attack, enemies usually stand up from whatever knockdown state they were in. So you always want to make sure that your enemies are not limited to that. And that knockdown enemy who became enraged, I think that's what that symbol is, enraged or dazed, something like that. He stays down for a turn. Oftentimes your all-out attack will put an additional effect on the enemies. He's always appreciated. His beast wheel has a lot of feet. He's still considered down. I think after this all-out attack though, he will go back up. So I think the most all-out attacks you can do on one enemy after being knocked down is, oh, he's dead, so it doesn't really matter, is one. But as you can see, if you train all your characters' skills correctly, all your characters can go about, you can have about 16 moves before your enemy even gets one, especially in just your random encounters where you sneak attack an enemy. All your characters get to go first before the other team even gets to move. So if they're like strong enemies, but all your teammates have something that are weak against, and you just chain it, and then you just chain like multiple attacks. So like a Ma'agi, Mabufu, Maguru, and Mazio, the 4 basic elements. Let's say one enemy is weak to that. You use the Mazio, everyone's getting hit, but only one of them goes down. You just rotate through all your characters. Everybody's getting hit 4 times. Then you get the all-out attack. Then you can do that 3 more times based on whatever character you started with. Basically means if you have good type coverage, you can wipe out most battles before they even really begin. The only thing it costs you is some SP, or stamina points, which, as we know, run low pretty quickly. This guy's gonna be easy now. He's basically just weak to Garu and that's it. And he's probably done after this all-out attack. Which means we are officially halfway through this block of Tartarus. Let me look it up. How big is Tartarus? Oh, we leveled 8. We can make Jack Frost now. That's nice. And we unlocked a new move, single shot. Nice.
I think I'm getting stronger.
We got Pulimpa, which I think is a poison or a confusion one for Yukari, which is always nice. If you can't hit an enemy's weakness, confusing them or putting a status effect on them is the best second choice, because status effects make critical hits more common, which has the same effect as hitting somebody with an attack they're weak to. It's just plays a cool animation for your melee attacks, but also increases the damage and knocks them down. You get that one more, you can switch out to another character that can do something else. You don't think it'll be the same old thing forever, do you? I can't say for sure. I can't. It's not going to be the same aesthetic. We'll be exploring different floors with different, like, designs. No point overthinking now. All we gotta do is keep moving forward. After all, I've already made up my mind. Oh, look at you all fired up. What's gotten into you all of a sudden? Oh, nothing really. Anyways, enough about me. We gotta keep going, right? Come on, let's get a move on. So, how many floors are there in Tartarus? Let's look at them. Floor count. Oh my god. There are 226 floors in Tartarus combined. That is the amount. I thought it was like 160. Boy, was I wrong. Oh, we got more snuff souls. That's nice. And yeah, as you can see, certain of these treasure chests require multiple Twilight fragments to activate, which is why I say they go by pretty quickly. So after you come back to Tartarus after a long time and not being there and doing social links, always make sure you check all these floors if there's a chest you missed or something. It's always better to know than not know, or to check and waste a couple seconds than to just go all the way, just go past it and never know. Maybe it was an item you wanted or needed. Save real quick. And time to go fuse a first persona. Show you guys what that's all about. The Velvet Room music is so soothing. Time to fuse some personas. Obviously, registration.
Register it to the control registered. Please take a look.
Any persona that has a level above 0 will cost a certain amount based on the moves. The higher up the level of a persona, the more expensive it'll be, exceptions being the DLC personas. And we unlock the personas through the cards from the minigame and by fusing them. Fusion, for now,
it is a special persona you desire. Is
limited. We have the basic 2 persona fusion, which is what we're going to do for Jack Frost. Look at him, he's so cute. Hee-ho, that's what he says. He's pretty cool. He's awesome. Unfortunately, we don't have the Magician Arcana yet. We will probably be unlocking that next time. But, if we have the Magician Arcana, we get a boost to his XP, or his level, based on whatever level we are in the Magician Arcana. So instead of just getting him at level 8 with that XP requirement to the next level at the top there, we'd skip some of that XP, maybe 500 or so, 1,000. Later on, I think we gain like 2 to 3 levels per persona at the later stages, and that's like where personas take like 10,000 XP to level up once. So it's always great to just level up these, and then just every time you craft a new persona, you get that boost right away. Hello, Fornius.
Persona is powerful.
Emperor's Arcana. He's a stingray. He's pretty cool. Background. One of the 17... Oh, shit. He's based off the demons of Goetia. 72 House Devils. Great Marquis of Hell. He is skilled linguistically and is a master of rhetoric. Let's take a look at all the other ones then. It's always interesting looking at them. We looked at Angel already. Jack Frost, what do you have to say for yourself, buddy? You are Absurus, not Jack Frost.
This would be a wise
You're
choice.
Jack Frost. A winter fairy of European descent, he leaves ice patterns on windows and nips people's noses. Though normally an instant creature, he will freeze his victims to death if provoked.
Please choose what skills to inherit.
When we are crafting new personas, we get to choose which abilities, usually 1 or 2, but we basically get to create skills that we can add on to them. The higher level the persona, the more skills you usually get to put onto them from your old personas. There's not really anything here I'd want to put on him. We'll probably get rid of it soon. But, like I said before, it's always great to have cures for things. It's always great to have things that put effects on. I'm going to grab Baisudi, because all of those, it heals down. So if one of our characters gets knocked down, we can pick them up. So that's always great.
It's finally time.
We'll fuse. And of course, you can see this cool cutscene every time. Big nose man. Ho, I'm Jack Frost. Oh, well, aren't you a strapping young lad? Just like me. Hee-ho, nice to meet you. In later games, especially Persona 5, those fusions become gruesome in their, I guess, imagery. It's mainly Persona 1 and Persona 3 and 4, where it's the card-based. But Persona 5 has a whole different system that I won't spoil, but it's always graphic and nature. Occasionally, a newly created persona will come bearing an item. This item can be obtained by raising the item-bearing persona to a predetermined level. You can check the attainable item under the persona status or the skills detail screen. Jack Frost, and oh, we can make the one we wanted to.
This would be a wise choice.
Oh, Omokane.
This would be a wise choice.
I'll be honest. I don't know what to put here. Actually, you know, hold on. First of all, let's make sure these registrations. Okay, they're all registered. Any persona you fuse will automatically be registered, so you don't have to worry about losing them. Now, originally, I was gonna fuse Jack Frost with Angel to get Omoikane, who is the persona we're looking for. But now, I think I'm gonna fuse Orpheus off, because Orpheus and most of the starting personas in these games tend to have a bigger XP curve than the other personas, which makes it very difficult to level them up.
This persona is powerful.
And I'd much rather have this persona have elemental attacks. I mean, I guess we would have Garu from Angel, but Angel having Dia would be...
This would be
well,
a
I
wise
guess
choice.
Angel having Dia would be better off for us because of her magic stat being higher than Orpheus's. So we're going to fuse Orpheus and Jack Frost together to get
This persona is powerful.
Omoikane.
What do you wish to inherit?
Oh, actually. So we'll put Agi and Bufu, which means we have 3 elements on this one persona. Later on, we'll have personas that have every element covered. Of course, that means they won't have any other skills because there are 6 elements, technically. Well, they can have 2 other skills. But it's always nice to have a persona that can cover multiple elements, because this covers half of the elemental weaknesses these personas are probably, the shadows are probably going to have, which makes it real easy for us in the future.
Well then.
I forgot to look at his... we can look at it in a second. I was going to look at his background. One of my favorite things is looking at the backgrounds associated with all the personas in these games, seeing how they differ from the myths, the mythos and theologies of our world. Usually they are pretty accurate, but more often than not they aren't. Well, that's a lie. They're usually pretty accurate. There are some that are a bit iffy, like pixies often in well, I guess that's fae, not pixies. So I wonder if pixies are dead faes, whatever. He's of the Emperor Arcana, which is... Wait, is he of the Emperor? Yeah. Emperor or Hierophant. One of the two. Hierophant, that's what he was. Persona stats. He's a deity of knowledge in Japan's myth, Japanese myth. He conceived the plan to draw Amaterasu from Amato Iwato, the cave she was hiding in. Cool. Weird tentacle brain squid thingy.
This is your progress.
So now that we have that, let's summon some personas. We need Jack Frost again.
Please, is this acceptable?
And then sometime later we need to get Fornius. We'll probably get him, I believe we can get him from cards. So we'll have to wait for that. But I think we need Fornius. Shit, can't remember now. Goddamn. We need Fornius, Pixie, Omoikane, and Aramitama. Which is easy. And that will be all for now. Thank you very much, Elizabeth and Igor. Which, if you don't know, or you might not, the Velvet Room assistants are based off of the Frankenstein novel. Igor being the scientist who created Frankenstein, Elizabeth being one of the other characters in the book. I don't know exactly which character they were. I just know that they do share names with people from Frankenstein. I believe Elizabeth is one of the Professor Igor's assistants. Save the game real quick. Let's see how far we can get before 10 o'clock when I want to stream. Hopefully we can get a bit further. Maybe speed through a couple of floors, get to the next major boss floor. Though I'm pretty sure it's only on... It's on floor 21.
There's some kind of gatekeeper.
But, in later games, that trend of having...
Could it be?
Oh, another tutorial plan. There's a trend of having the assistants of Igor be named after Frankenstein
treasure?
books. I believe in Persona 4 we have Margaret, and in Persona 5 we have Justine and Caroline. What is that shadow? This is the Golden Hand Shadow, who killing gives insane amount of money and XP. While exploring Tartarus, you may encounter exclusive rare shadows. Defeating them will net you hefty rewards. Rare shadows will attempt to flee if they spot you, and they'll keep running until they successfully escape. You'll want to ambush them from behind and sprint quickly. It seems you have turned left up there. Why don't I?
It's a rare shadow.
Now, the rare shadows themselves differ as we go up their floors as well. Usually based off the block we're on, and depending on which floor or which block they're in, they have different weaknesses, which is always annoying. Trying to remember all of them. Most of this game is dedicated to just figuring out weaknesses. Another thing is, like Abras in Pokemon or any Pokemon that forces you to run away, these guys end battle quickly by trying to run away, which makes it very difficult to deal with. It can be a bit annoying at times. But we can deal with it. Yeah, weak to, I believe, just basic strike attack, so punching. And you miss. God damn you, Yukari. Hit him. Everybody's missing. What the hell, guys? And we don't even have a bash. I'm upset. What the hell? Well, we'll just use single shot. Finally, did some damage. He's waiting. Just keeps waiting. Angel. Alright, Junpei. Please don't miss this time. Okay, thank God. And nice.
Let's continue exploring.
We got 323 XP from that one battle and a worldly coin, which I believe is worth like 1,000 each. But yeah. Those guys are always fun because they spawn at random, and if you get them, you get a lot of XP. Especially if you finish them off with an all-out attack, get the XP bonus. Because I believe the XP is actually not an additional amount. So you do a lot, and yeah. I think these guys are weak to lightning or something. We'll try, but I think it's lightning. So running into those rare shadows is one of the major parts that helps speed up your later grinding sessions. They've been on for so long, oh my god. Especially when you're deep in the story and you want to like get through it so you can continue. Aramitama, that's the one I was looking for. So all we need now is just that Hornet, that Emperor of the Devils.
Let's do the same thing for our next
One of the
fight.
72. It's always
Hey, let's loot that chest.
72 Devils is the Book of Solomon. Technically, Groisha, but... Oh,
Well done.
I don't remember Forney being a devil. I could be just forgetting. You can always run from battle. Don't worry about that.
Alright, let's keep moving.
Yeah. How many kills do we got?
I don't know why, but it's a lot harder to speak up when it's this quiet.
A shadow! In this situation.
Oh, they got Junpei.
What's the plan?
Please do not mess up, buddy. I forget, if one of your dudes is in distress, you can't shift out after he does a successful attack.
Can't afford to lose. Your health is low. Do you have any healing?
And also, I don't think we can do all-out attacks, or if we can, but just not with them. Yep, just me and you, sorry. Damn. The way all-out attacks work in this game is they basically combine all the damage with standard attacks from one of our team members would do, like the basic hit attack, and they do that damage directly without accounting for defense or resistances. It's called almighty damage, I believe. Ooh, Iha, that's a great skill. That is a skill of the dark attribute, which was an attribute that was used often in Persona 5. We basically reworked in Persona 5, because in the original Persona 3 and 4, dark and light attribute was only instant kill attacks, which made them pretty difficult to use in battle effectively on enemies that weren't weak to them. At least in this game, if an enemy's weak to an instant kill attack, usually you'll instant kill it, you don't have to worry about missing or anything. But later games it became a lot. Persona 5 made it a lot easier to just do base damage to people. I had the darkness one, and I think Koga or something like, I think it's Koga, is the light one. Kalga, something like that.
Ready to roll!
Nicely done. Your enemy eliminated.
Now, are these guys weak to ice? Time to find out. The answer is yes. Okay, there we go. That was great. Interestingly though, I do not think we'll be able to make it to the next checkpoint before the end of the stream. So, I'm going to make my way to the next floor and head back down to the bottom floor of Tartarus, where we meet up with everybody, and then end the stream there. Next time we will finish the grind of Tartarus and head back to our daily lives as students. I think, oh shit, that could have been bad.
Focus.
Can't afford to lose. Takeba, are you alright? Nicely done. Enemy eliminated. Alright, the enemy's down.
Ah, your Chariot Arcana. Okay, that's why we need him. I forgot why we needed him exactly, and I remember. Pretty soon we will unlock the Chariot Arcana social link. And like I said before, having a persona related to the social link you're working on is always helpful, because it decreases the amount of time you have to spend with that character to level up their social link. Oh shit, we got a level 3s. Nice. Whole party will restore 50% of their maximum HP. There we go, level 3 onwards, that's where it is. And Marin Karen, which I think is a poison one, poison or confused. But we're gonna see everybody. We can make it through here for the last little bit. I think the basic tarot cards go up to 4 or 5 before they jump up to like the Queen, Kings, and Jacks of the suits.
We don't see that kind of
I don't know if
chest
they're
on.
exactly called
Let's not
Kings,
pass it
Queens,
up.
and Jacks, but special versions of the suits. 414, I wanted to head down. Which I cannot do. Can I? I cannot. I should have an item for it. I I did not. Okay. Ooh. This could be bad. I cannot go down. That sucks. Okay. Oh, we got a teleport. That's good.
What do you say?
Yuri is low on stamina.
Next time, we
Retreat
will
could be a viable option. All right.
go from floor 11 to 22 and hopefully progress a little with the outside story as well. We will find out more about that at that time. But thank all of you guys so much for watching this stream. I really appreciate it. Hope you guys tune in next time. I will see you all later. Bye.